Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. If it's afternoon where you are, happy Sunday. Good morning, Mike. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say Michael. Oh my gosh, Christian. Oh my
It's
god.
okay, Laura. It's okay. Good morning to everyone. I am Mixed Solo Pop today, as you can see. Michael's not here right now, the real Michael. So we are hanging out today. How's everyone doing on this awesome Sunday?
I know, but it's Mother's Day today. So happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there, whether you're a pet mama or,
Yes,
a
you're
human
right.
baby mama.
Happy
um,
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Feliz Dia de las Madres. And I do see Michael in the chat. You see, because Michael's in the chat, he said hi. So, I read that and I called you Michael. This is what happened. Michael's like, I'm here. What you talking about? So, thank you so much for being here again. This morning, we didn't do the show last weekend because I've been feeling a bit of under the weather. My allergies are super crazy this season. I have like seasonal allergies, and if I sound a bit stuffy, it's because this pollen is out of control. Um,
Yeah, Michael's the same way. Michael's been having very like reactions to the pollen and stuff, which is weird for me because it's been a while that I've had allergies, and now it's like kicking up like crazy.
oh, I know. Hey, Dominic, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, happy Mother's Day, Mel. You're a mommy to your doggies. I am. um, but yeah, pollen's been ridiculous. Like, I even posted on something on my Instagram asking for suggestions for allergy medicine because it was that bad. So I'm trying Flonase now. So yeah, I guess. Um, but we have like tons of collectibles to talk about, basically 2 weeks of like collectible news. And then we're gonna close the show talking about the Boo Bash over at Magic
Ew.
Kingdom. So yeah, that should be really fun. But
Yes.
so starting with some of the collectibles. So on April 27th, just jumping right in, on April 27th, if you see me like staring into space as usual, I'm just kind of looking for what I'm going to share. But on April 27th, we had the seventh release from the Disney Castle Collection. This one featured Jasmine's Castle, and this one actually was released at midnight. Midnight California time, 3 a.m. Eastern time, so Florida time. And hey, Jody and Laura, good morning. And Laura, happy Mother's Day.
Yes,
Um,
happy mother. Such a fake friend. I was even talking to her before the live. Happy Mother's Day.
oh, happy Mother's
Well, I
Day.
made a commitment to not say Happy Mother's Day to anybody before my mother. So I was holding off a little bit on it, and I said hello to her like right before the live.
You see, I talked to my mom briefly this morning. I said happy Mother's Day. I did talk to Laura briefly this morning too, through text message too. But yeah, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Um, but going back to the collectible. So this is the pin for the Disney Castle collection because of course, also I don't know if you guys know, I mainly kind of like zone in on the pins. So the castle was $29.99. It is a limited release, just like all the um items from the Disney Castle collection. I think they did a really good job with this one because I feel like from what I can remember, right, they don't really showcase the castle too much. Obviously, Aladdin is more about the story between Aladdin and Jasmine and the genie, and then just really, being true to yourself and all that good stuff. So I think they did a really good job just showcasing the castle, the beauty of the castle inside and out. And yeah, I totally ordered this castle. What do you think about this one, Christian?
I absolutely think it's beautiful. It does show a lot of color, and I do like how they always do that every single time with the pins going deeper into what it looks like inside. It's gorgeous.
I agree. I didn't know there was so much detail to the castle because, again, I feel like obviously the movie doesn't necessarily focus on the castle itself, it's more like on the story, right? So I think they did a really good job. And even with the details on the inside of the castle, we know these castles are screen printed, these pins, but that screen printing is really what allows for all of this detail to be shown. So in the one like tower to the side, the higher tower next to the middle tower, you see kind of like a spiral staircase in there. So I mean, really nice. And with this castle collection, not only do we have the pins, but we have puzzles, we have ornaments, we have like a really nice figurine with each release. Now for this release, I only got the pin. I didn't get the ornament or anything else, but I was surprised that Disney is also allowing 5 pins per guest. So I don't know. I don't know if it's due to having like an overstock of these pins, if it's due to kind of being a little backed up with the releases, because this release kind of released back to back with number 6. So what do you think about that, Christian? Do you think it's because they have overstock? Do you think they're behind on releasing?
Justice for Stitch.
Oh my goodness.
They get to get 5 per guest, and we can't even get 1 from Stitch.
I mean, that could be part of the issue that, they're trying to move what they already have so that by the time they get, their stock from the Stitch Crushes Disney collection, they don't have all these extra like
We're
pins.
still missing the pin from March. Where is it?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, but you know what? We're gonna talk about that too in a little bit. But we have they already announced when the April
Yes.
and it's coming. Oh my gosh, they're definitely super behind with this, but little by little. But I think that that's the reason why they're saying five per person. Let's move on. And
Yeah.
we're behind.
Hopefully.
We are behind because I mean the Disney Castle collection is supposed to be 10 releases, right? So it's a 10 bi-monthly collection, and this started last year, April of last year actually. So it's been a little over a year since this collection has been going. So I am thinking that if things, I'm thinking that they are trying to catch up with how it was supposed to be. So I'm thinking that the last release, which is going to be Belle's Castle or Beast Castle, I'm thinking that's probably going to be for like around December. And again, I've talked about this a lot, but that's when I'm going to go broke with because I'll need the pin, I'll need the figurine, I'll need the ornament. I probably won't get the puzzle just because I typically don't do puzzles, but it's going to be a pricey one, pricey release. But on this Sunday, on the 27th, we also had a free key with purchase, and this was the Ultimate Princess Collection key. I really like this. I think it's one of the prettiest keys they've come out with, and this was a free key with purchase when you spend $25 or more. It's something that you could get either in store or online. If you did it online, the code was Royal Key, as you can see here. And to me, this actually worked out great because the pin alone was $29.99. So, and I was already going to get it anyway. So I got a free key with it. So to me, that was a win-win. What did you think about this key? I know that you guys collect some of the keys, Christian.
Yeah, we do. I forgot all about this key to get it. Am I hurt by it? No. It is cute. I do like the little symbols for each princess and the design on it. It is very, very gorgeous. But we missed out, sadly. But it's okay.
Oh, but you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I feel like I saw that Mary also missed out on the key, and I believe she also got the pin. So, it's kind of like, oh, darn, like he was already spending more than $25, and she kind of forgot about the key. And you know what? I feel like that's kind of sneaky that Disney does that. Like Disney knows you. I feel like they should automatically add it to your bag. You know what I mean?
Or like ask for it during checkout. Would you like to add this key?
It's free with purchase, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, like in Mary's case, like I feel bad because it's like, well, then it should be like you said, an option. Would you like to add this free key, or it's automatically added to your bag because you already spent $25? So it kind of stinks for people that didn't know about it that collect some of the keys. Because honestly, I do think this one was actually one of the nicest keys. I actually did a video on this yesterday, and I actually have the key with me here. So let me see if I going to go back to us here. Hello. Oh my gosh, my hair looks crazy this morning. So this is the key. And let me see if I can make myself full screen real quick. All right. Woo. Super close. So even like the portion here of the key, it's like glittery.
Yeah.
And I really like it. I think it's like very delicate. So it's definitely one of my favorite keys so far. So I'm happy that I was able to get it. Hey, Mary, good morning. Zach, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. So that's that, right? I think this is the I don't think I've gotten any more keys recently. Well, I got this one and I got like the 3 pack that came out kind of recently, but I've been really picky about my keys lately just because they've been coming out with so many. So you kind of have to be a little picky.
Yeah.
But now let's talk Stitch because we started talking about Stitch and then kind of kind of stopped talking about it. So on the 14th, so this is what day is the 14th? So tomorrow is the 10th. Was it like Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday?
I think maybe. I don't remember.
Let me see. No, I can't even think right now.
I
I'm
feel like
so
it's a
fun.
Friday.
You are right. Yeah. So tomorrow is the 10th, and then Friday is the 14th. So on Friday, we're gonna have the fourth the fourth release from oh my gosh, Stitch Crushes Disney, which is it's funny because the fourth release should have come out in April, not in May, right?
Yes.
So I mean, I think that this is actually really cute. I think that the colors on it makes Stitch look adorable. And yeah, good morning, Mary. Happy Mother's Day. So what do you think about this, Christian? I know that you have some strong opinions as to what's happening with Stitch Crusher Disney. I mean, we don't even have the March pin release just yet, and we're getting April and May. So all right, Christian, let us have it.
Bueno, vamos a hablar, vamos a hablar. Okay,
Okay.
so this was, I think, one of the favorites of everybody's. Like, I think that out of all the ones that have come out, this is one of the top favorites because of the colors, and as well, it's very pretty the way they designed it. So I'm a little upset. I want to go into, like, dive into the topic how it was released originally. Somehow this got released in stores and the magic bands were also in the store, which I don't understand that. And
Ooh,
there was
that's a
no,
no-no.
yeah, the magic bands are only supposed to be an online exclusive. So now that I get
Yeah.
worried because if it was mistakenly sent to the stores, will they have enough now to sell online? On top of all that, there was no notice. It was just out of nowhere released in the stores, and it's not even like the Disney stores. It was like Disney Springs or like any of the World of Disney and the parks. I've heard makes no sense because the other ones that were dropped was only released in the Disney stores, not the World of Disney. Because trust me,
Right.
the first time it dropped, girl, I ran to the World of Disney store to get it. They did not have it. So designs are cool. I cannot wait. Hopefully they'll get it together and come out with it very soon. I know that you said that they're coming out with on the 14th, but would that be a guarantee that it will be sent, or is that going to be another pre-order? Now, top of
True.
all that, we're still waiting on the March pin that was delayed for unknown reasons. It was just considered as a pre-order. So now they're 2 months behind going into this month that it was supposed to be released the next one. Now my question is, when will the next one be available for me?
I agree. And good morning, Jeff and Angela. This is our dream. Thanks so much for joining us. I agree. And you know what? I had totally forgotten about what you said. Right. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was April 26th. This fourth release from Stitch Crushes Disney was released at the parks. I believe it was right the 26th. And then they were announcing that then the collection was going to go live on the website on May 14th. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see that this release for this collection has been a little disorganized. But I guess if it's a manufacturer issue, there's really not much Disney can do if they need to wait for the merchandise to be ready.
That's what I'm saying. They should have just waited in general to release it online, then to the public. But they released it to the public and stores that weren't originally supposed to carry them with products that was only supposed to be exclusive online. It's confusing. I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication that's going on.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if you know how sometimes there are certain deadlines for things to come out, and maybe they still needed to make sure this came out in April, but they weren't ready to launch it online. Maybe that's why they kind of did this like last minute, quick release at the parks, and then it'll be released online later on. Who knows? But hopefully, I know that you guys, you and Michael are trying to, get your complete Stitch collection. Hopefully, they sort this out for all the Stitch collectors out there like you guys. Now, talking about Stitch, we got a better look at what the Pinocchio pin is gonna look like. Let me just go ahead and grab this real quick. Obviously, you guys know, a lot of you guys know that
He's your
like I'm
favorite?
not no that I am not necessarily a Pinocchio fan. I think Pinocchio is creepy. But this Stitch pin is so adorable.
It is. I am obsessed with it. I'm happy that they did the whole wood theme to go along with Pinocchio, and with his little hat. I can't believe it.
I know. I think that yeah, this is one of the cutest designs they've had so far. And I agree. I think that making Stitch look like wooden like Pinocchio, it's so cute, This actually could totally be like a little figurine made out of wood like that. That would actually look so adorable too. So yeah, I really like this. Definitely been one of my favorites, even though I don't really care for Pinocchio like that. But
No, I think your mic is messed up. I swear I heard you say you love Pinocchio.
what? Oh my god! As soon as you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, do I need to adjust my mic? No, I do not love Pinocchio, but I think that this one looks so adorable. And Zach is saying, oh, I thought that was a Matterhorn outfit at first. I mean, maybe.
I mean, I think they come from the same kind of cultural like place. I think it's it kind of looks like it, but
Yeah, it could be, but I think this one is so cute. And something else, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen real quick because it messed up the comments on the side. Hello, we're back. Okay.
Good morning, Mom. That's my mom.
Hi, good morning, Christian's mom, Lucy. Happy Mother's Day. Felicidades, madres. Oh, so thank you so much for joining us, by the way.
Thank you.
So not only did we have that, but on Wednesday, we're going to talk about a little bit of all the releases that we kind of missed the last couple of weeks. So on Wednesday, April 28th, we had an online pin release through the Disney Studio Store Hollywood. Christian, we've talked about that before, right? Those crazy releases. So let me see if I can find the flyer for it. This release was another, another crazy release. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. So this was for the Cuties, cursive Cuties, and this is like the second wave of them, if I'm not mistaken. And when I got into the queue, I was like number 19,000. Which is insane. Like these pins were limited edition of 400 each, and then we had a couple of surprise releases with this release. So it was at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, so that's 12, 1, 2, so around 2:30 Eastern time. Yes. So these pins were supposed to be, I want to say it's like $24.99. I'll tell you in just a second. But this release was another crazy release. Everything sold out, quickly. Obviously, I was 19,000, so my odds to get an LE 400 pin were really bad. My friend was number 31,000. So these releases are insane. And the problem is that there's a lot of, I guess, kind of like scalpers, right? Resellers that, I don't know, somehow they get lucky and then they sell these pins for ridiculous amounts. So these are some of the pins that were there. Let me scroll here real quick.
Was just cute.
So this is what they're reselling for, right? So these pins, let me see. They were originally $26.95. There you go. This is right here. What I'm showing you is once you enter the queue, it shows you what was available. Obviously, these were all sold out by the time I got in. So Figaro, $26.95. Flower, $26.95. Dodger, $26.95, right? So let's say they're all $26.95. Look at this.
Wow.
So, I mean, that top one right there sold for $1,700, right? So let's do some math real quick. Oh my gosh, I feel like stuffing.
So with that being said, like, was there a limit on how many you can purchase for each?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
That should have been like one per person, one design.
You know what? Maybe, but the thing is that you also have a limited amount of time to check out. So I just did the math. 26.95 times 10. That would have been 269.50, 270 if you want to run around it up. So that person right there had the whole set, but made out like a bandit. Look how much money they made on that set.
That's crazy.
$1,700, which is crazy. And then look at these individual ones. Figaro at the bottom, it was $26.95. Somebody bought it for $309. Oh, but don't worry, it was free shipping.
Girl, that's a steal.
So this is the kind of madness that goes on with these online releases. And oops, no, that's the wrong one. Or oops, there we
Oh,
go.
now.
So you see, look at this one right here. This one, $2,700, which is insane. Is a pre-order of the set. Now there was an extra pin right there, which was a bonus, which is the red Pascal. So that's why instead of like 10 pins here, we have 11. $2,700,
That's horrible pricing. No
and
free
it.
shipping. Come on now.
Oh, I know, right? That is insane. An additional $15 for shipping. And as you can see, people were all about this. This had 20 bids, okay? And it sold for $2,700. Like, wow. So this is why these online pin releases through the Disney Studios or Hollywood are so popular, because depending on what kind of pins they're selling, they'll sell like this. You can easily make at least $300 on one pin, depending on the character. So I had Dirk also try for the online release, and he got a better number than me. He got like 1,500, and I was like 19,000. So his odds were a lot better than mine. But obviously, by the time he got in, everything was sold out. But he was like, "Hey, we're gonna get all these pins too, because even if it's something that we didn't collect, maybe we can trade for something that we actually really want." But look at that. This makes pin buying just really an investment if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
Like, yeah, like spend what, 200, like $300 on 11 pins and make almost $3,000. Like, I mean, that's insane. But you know what I think? What I think is worse. I don't know if you guys in the chat agree, but I think that this wouldn't be happening if people weren't willing to pay this amount of money for these pins.
I mean, if they got the money, they don't really care for it. But it's right. That's how the pop as well, like the Funko Pops, when they are in conventions, they sell out pretty quickly and then they get resold. But I think it's mostly because of the hype that everybody will tend to just buy the resale, and I tend to avoid it. I don't like to buy it for a higher price. I tend to look for anybody who's willing to help me and sell it for retail, because that's just too much. That's crazy.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when I saw that $2,700 one, I just had to post it on my Instagram because I had to share this, because I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, these prices eventually will go down a little bit, but these will stay being a little pricier. Kind of like when the World with Castle Funko Pop came out. And at first, the resale value for it was like crazy. And now it's down to like what, $85 maybe, right?
Yeah.
So, but at first it was like what, $150, $300. But I mean, this will come down a little bit. If you see, these were all bought pretty much as soon as it dropped, because I think this was April 28th when this release came out, and these were sold April 30th, May 1st. So, but yeah, I think that, I don't know. This is insane. So this was like, I was waiting in the queue forever, because, I tell people, even if you get a high number in the queue, still wait and get in, because sometimes people time out and the stuff comes out of their carts, and then it might become available. Hey, Travis and Stacy, good morning. Travis is like, cuties are wild right now. Yes, these were the cursive cuties, and we were just talking about that. These resale prices are absolutely insane. So, this is also the reason why, and nothing against resellers, because I do buy pins from like Instagram sales once in a while, right? But this is why some people can actually make a living out of reselling pins, because of, profit margins like this. That person that sold that whole collection for $2,700 made out like a bandit.
Yeah. And that bottom one, yeah, let's say that's like 2 months rent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is more than our mortgage. That's a lot more than our mortgage. So like you said, 2 months rent, maybe 2 month mortgage payment. Like, that is crazy. But it's because us as collectors, like Christian said, if we have the money we really want it, then we might be willing to pay more. But this is a lot more. This is why I don't have any of the what they call the profile pins. Those pins also sell for a lot of money. One pin alone could be $1,100, $2,000. So that's why I don't think I'll ever have any of those pins. Um, but Dirk was telling me, well, if you were to get a handful of these cuties pins, you could probably trade for one profile pin. And I'm like, maybe, but yeah, it is crazy. And Laura, thanks so much for being here. Enjoy your day again. Happy Mother's Day. Travis is
Happy Mother's Day to
woo!
you.
Travis is saying that Q will be the death of me. One day I'll get a good number. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, maybe one of these days too. But I mean, I felt a little bit better once I knew that my friend got number 31,000 and I was 19,000. I was like, well, I guess my odds are a little better.
A
But
better question is, have you tried it on computer or did you try it on phone?
so, I mean, typically when these releases happen, they are at the worst times. I'm typically working, so I had to put it on my phone because I wasn't able to put it on my computer at work. So, but it's really hit or miss because once the queue opens, it doesn't matter if you were waiting there for 30 minutes before it opens. It's like random. So it'll assign you a random number. So I haven't tried it online. I mean, on the computer. I have been lucky before with some of their online releases, but I did not get lucky on this one. Travis says you'll get a profile. Oh my gosh, I hope so. It will happen one day, right? One day. Um, but talking about, let's see, Travis said it really goes back to the point of if you want them for yourself or trade, I don't really care for them, but I know they will be good traders. Yes. I agree. These pins that end up reselling for a lot of money, that they are definitely good traders. So if you're really hoping to get a certain pin, this is like a good way to like leverage your trade because you'll have something that it's really worth money. But going back to these crazy online releases, so on May the 4th be with you, right? We had a lot of releases. Let me go back here. So not only did we have pins, but we also had some keys released on May the 4th. May the 4th typically is a stressful day for collectors on Shop Disney because you get that infamous online or virtual waiting room. Has that happened to you, Christian, when you go and Shop Disney, you're in like this virtual waiting room?
Stitch Crashes Disney.
Oh, I forgot you to say that.
Yes, it's happened too many times, and it's like, and I
This
look around and people are just staring at me, and I'm like, "Hey, virtual waiting room, what's up?"
I know, right? So these were some of the keys that came out that day. So the one on the left, the black and red key, this was actually a box key. It was $12.99 if I'm not mistaken. And they also had mystery keys. I believe this is the second round of mystery keys they do because I believe the first one was the Valentine's Day mystery keys, which I still have some over here. And then they had the Mandalorian key set. So something interesting that Disney did was that they had two drops for May the 4th. So they had one drop at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and they had another drop at midnight. But at midnight, I forget what we got at midnight. I don't think it was anything crazy. And then at 10 a.m., that's when we got like the keys and the pins and things like that. Let me go back and show you some of the pins here. I am not typically a Star Wars collector, but I like getting their May the 4th be with you pins. For some reason, I have a small collection of those. So this is the one that got released, was a limited release pin. They do this every year on Shop Disney. And we actually saw a preview of this pin because Shop Disney Japan, they tend to release a lot of the pins early that are going to come to our Shop Disney. So we had already seen this, but this was the pin that ended up being released. I'm not a huge Star Wars collector, but I do like these pins. They were also supposed to release a jumbo, which was, I believe, $54.99. Another May the 4th be with you jumbo. It was supposed to be released online, but it never happened. I don't know why it didn't make it to the website, but I did hear that it showed up on at the parks over at Hollywood Studios. Hey, Clarissa, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey,
Uh,
Clarissa.
And Travis, oh, thanks so much. I know. I think I'm like one or two away from 2000. It's crazy. Which squirrel moment. I do have a poll on my YouTube channel, on my community tab. So I would love to celebrate with all of you guys and thank you for helping me get to 2000. I'm so close. So I do want to do a giveaway. So I have a poll of like certain things that I would like to do. So definitely go there and vote for what you think would be best for me to like give away on the giveaway. But again, squirrel, Christian. So talk to me about May the 4th. What do you think about all the merchandise that drops that day? The pins, the keys. Talk to me.
Well, there was a lot that was going on, especially on Shop Disney, but as well with the Funko Pops. There was a lot of merch coming out, a lot, and it was crazy. There was action figures, there was pops, there was like I think some plushes, and I'm not so quite sure about that. But everything on Shop Disney itself was just overwhelming. I like it. I like the fact that they are caring for Star Wars and make this whole like May the Fourth be with you thing. But I feel like they should have done like an event that will last like a week probably, and like do little small drops, and then on the fourth be like one big drop or very wanted merchandise, so that the hype was more focused still on the fourth. But it was very overwhelming and I didn't even purchase anything. And I just felt like it was a lot.
Oh my gosh, Clarissa, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. All right, squirrel.
Oh, congrats.
Oh my gosh, thanks guys. Thank you so much. When I
Yeah.
started the channel a little over a year ago, I didn't even know that I would ever reach 1,000. So 2,000 is definitely, very humbling and exciting. So I'm very thankful. Thank you so much. But definitely make sure you go to my community tab and vote because I have a few options for what I would like to do for the giveaway. And I definitely want to go with the one that you guys think would be the best. Oh my gosh, thanks so much, Travis. But squirrel.
But
um
you just went 2K. Let's see your face. Let's say congratulations.
on. Hi, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm like, oh my god. Okay.
You
You
made
see,
2K on a live. That's awesome.
squirrel. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So going back to May the 4th. So yeah, I only got this pin because this is the one that I typically get every year. I was hoping that the jumbo would make it to the website. Not like I was gonna buy it, but I don't know. It was supposed to go there. Oh my gosh, Zach, thank you so much. Um, but yeah, in between the keys and the pins, there was a lot of stuff dropping. They had this really nice mini ears. I think they were themed to like Darth Vader and they were really cool too. And then they had this pin drop that day too, limited release, the Mandalorian flare pin, 12.99. And then we also had the Bad Batch. I'm not quite sure if this is just like a new movie that's coming out.
It's a show. It's already out on Disney Plus.
Oh, there you go. You see, I'm a fake fan.
No, girl, I found out the day of May 4th because I kept on seeing a lot of like pops and stuff like that. And I think we did a live that day, so we're questioning it. And somebody's like, it's a new show. And I'm like, okay. And they were kept on talking throughout the whole entire like chat until I realized that it's a show that's already on Disney Plus. And I was like, what? It's like a cartoon animated show.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Because I was like, I don't know what this is. It's like a play on words, I guess. The what batch? I was like, what is this? But anyway, squirrel. Yeah, I mean, they had this is
Hey,
another
Jody.
one of another. Hey, Jody. Another one of the pins that came out on May the 4th, just to, of course, celebrate the new series. We had this one too. Again, these limited release pins they tend to be in between 12.99 and 15.99. So there's another one that came out, and what else did we have that came out on May the 4th? Well, we had all those.
Yeah.
Let me go back here.
There's actually a pops. If anybody's interested in those, the Bad Batch, those 5 that you see right there on the pins, they actually have Funko Pops that came out the same day. They look so cool. And when I saw Bad Batch, like jokes on me, I literally thought that they meant like Bad Batch as like in the customized version of it. Like they look like cookies that gone wrong. But that's just what they look like, as you can see in the promo sign on top on Star Wars. It has them all like kind of like dirty and darker than the other that you normally see on the stormtroopers and stuff. They're just like different kind of cool versions of them, and it's so cool. I had not seen the show. The series started, like I said, on May 4th, I believe, and I'm super excited to see it.
You say it's a cartoon show,
Yeah, it's like
animated show.
yeah, it's more like how they did the Clone Wars. It's
Okay.
not live action.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's interesting. I mean, I still have to start watching WandaVision, so this is I probably won't be watching this at least
Oh
not
no.
anytime soon. Oh my gosh, I know. Oh my god, it's funny because we have kept up with the Mighty Ducks on Disney Plus, but we haven't started WandaVision yet. It's all Dirk's fault. Hashtag Dirk said no.
I don't know. He said it was yours, so
No, just because he has to say that, right? Because it is all on him. Because it's funny because we haven't even finished watching Sabrina yet, which is what we wanted to do because we started watching The Mighty Ducks. But
mm.
yeah, so we'll see. But I do need to start watching WandaVision. Now, something else that we got this past week. Now we're already talking about, we started already in May, right? So not only did we see all the Star Wars May the 4th drops, but on Monday, May the 3rd, we actually had the new pin flyer for Loungefly. So they do this every month, which I actually like very much because this is what Disney parks used to do, right? They used to release a flyer every month with all the limited edition pins that were dropping, and you would have a flyer for Disney World and a flyer for Disneyland. They also do that for Disneyland Paris. So it was really cool to get these flyers. But now that the drops are kind of like, I don't want to say sporadic or all over the place, but they're kind of like, I don't know, just really surprise drops every time we get limited edition pins at the parks. We don't really see a flyer like we used to. It's nice to see that Loungefly adapted that from Disney to have a flyer. So on May the 4th, we actually had the first pin released. These pins typically release on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. So on May the 4th, we had this really nice mini jumbo LE 1000. All the pins released this month are going to be limited edition of 1000. And this was actually the villains pin. It looks like it was a layered pin, so I'm assuming it's kind of like a pin on pin type of design. And
I
then on
think
May,
so, with every single villain on top of each other.
yes, that's what it kind of seems like. So yeah, like a pin and pin kind of like design. So I think that, for someone that is a big Disney villains collector, for example, I know that Meg from Mickey's Magic, she loves her Disney villains and she loves the Evil Queen.
I
You know,
wonder why they dropped the ball on that and didn't do a Star Wars pin.
yeah, I want to say, didn't they do a Star Wars pin last month? I think,
They should
but
have hold off on it.
yeah, I think last year though, I want to say last year, didn't they do a Star Wars May the 4th pin? Maybe. I'm not sure, but you're right. They should have kind of like capitalized on May the 4th and then do a Star Wars pin drop on May the 4th. But, I guess sometimes they kind of work with what they have because we've seen in the past where, a certain pin is supposed to drop and then something else comes. Like when we had the Basilisk pin from Harry Potter, that day we're supposed to have the pop pin, remember?
Still waiting.
I know.
I don't think they're gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, I think it's probably Travis agrees with you, Christian. So true.
Thank you. I
But
actually would have not. Listen, for May 4th, if they were gonna not do it over because it's Star Wars again or something like that, whatever, they could have done a nice design with like Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker with Han Solo, all of them pop figured, like the pop design ones of them like running with like galaxy lights or something passing by, and I don't know, or in the spaceship. They could have done something cool.
Loungefly people, if you're watching this, Christian has ideas. Hit them up.
Yes.
Send it,
Yeah.
some DM him. But that's true. I mean, there's definitely a missed opportunity. But I want to say I would have to go back to the April flyer. I think there was a Star Wars pin last month. But I mean, it could really just depend on whatever they have available. Who knows if that pop pin that never came out, it was just still not done. So we'll see. Now we also have another pin, dropping this week on the 11th on Tuesday. We're gonna have a Zootopia pin. So if you are a Zootopia collector, then this one would be one to get. It is a sliding pin. So all of these pins tend to have some sort of like interactive element. And then on May 18th, I need this pin. It's a Beauty and the Beast anniversary pin. It's a sliding enamel pin. I'm not super crazy. Oh my gosh, can't talk. I'm not super crazy about the animation on that pin because Beauty and the Beast, it just kind of look like, I don't know, funny.
It looks like the Little Mermaid, same design.
Yeah, I don't like that animation, but I'm still gonna go for this pin. And it's another one of these items that is going to celebrate the 30th anniversary. Again, I'm kind of surprised Disney hasn't dropped a bunch of like 30th anniversary like Beauty and the Beast pins or merch, unless they're waiting to release this towards the end of the year. But
Yeah, I'm not a Beauty and the Beast collector, and I'm as well as disappointed, or you're probably more, but I just don't understand the missed opportunities they're having. Like, it is the 30th anniversary, and I think that's one of the most popular fandom line of like Beauty and the Beast, like especially Belle. And as you can see, the host is one of those. So it doesn't make sense why they wouldn't do that. So you're probably like just anxious, just waiting, staring at
yeah,
your phone.
it's one of those like right, like I'm anxious. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is dropping? But at the same time, I'm like, well, my wallet is really thankful right now. Um, but I was talking to to Ryan from Disney Pins blog because he kind of works with Disney a little bit with like when it comes to pin designs and things like that. And I was like, what is going on with the Beauty and the Beast merch? Like, why don't we have any pins? Because when the 25th anniversary happened, they had all of these Beauty and the Beast pins come out. And I remember getting a bunch of pins at the time. And so he was like, well, I mean, as of right now, as far as he knows, they're kind of leaving it up to the other retailers like Loungefly, Funko Pop, like well, Funko. Well, I guess Funko and Loungefly is the same company, but he's like, you'll see more of like these other retailers releasing items for the 30th anniversary. So he doesn't really know of anything that Disney is doing just yet. So that kind of made me think of that because we had the two pops that were released. We had Belle with the green dress and the Enchantress, and they both had the logo for the 30th anniversary. And then this pin from Loungefly is an anniversary pin too.
Agreed,
So
Daisy and Travis. That should have been a stained glass. Like they could have as well. I don't know how the pin would look. Again, this is more of a concept artwork, but I'm wondering if the golden arch like they have in the background will that have more details involved or like glitter because it looks too plain for it not to have take an opportunity to do more design to that. It's just gold.
I agree. Sorry, I
It's
had
just
to cough.
really.
I agree, and Travis also thinks that you should be a pin designer, Christian.
No, I said
Um,
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not crazy about the animation style, and I agree. A stained glass behind them would have been amazing. I mean, it is a sliding pane. That's all we know so far, just from the flyer. Hopefully, we'll get a nice surprise, and once we get it, it's actually stained glass. And like Charles is saying, yes, I was there for the 25th anniversary. So many Beauty and the Beast pins. Yes, they had so many and they were so nice. So I don't know what's going on because even last year we had all these pins for Cinderella's anniversary. We even had a pin trading night, which is where I actually met Jody and Laura in person for the first time. So I don't know. Like you said, Christian, it kind of makes me a little anxious. Like I don't know what's going to happen with these Beauty and the Beast items. If
They
this is going
shouldn't wait anymore. We're in May. They need to come out with them. Like I don't know
to.
why they would be waiting. Doesn't make sense. I feel like as well, and I'm not one to complain about it because I love Stitch. But I feel like they're focusing a lot as well. Different retailers, not only Disney, but they're focusing a lot on Stitch this year. And I'm not too quite sure why when next year is their anniversary. So it's making me worried how next year's going to be, whether it's going to be good or bad. But it doesn't make sense. There are like for sure missing the opportunity on Beauty and the Beast.
I agree. And this year we have Magic Kingdom's 50th anniversary in October. And from what I heard, Disney is going to be releasing 50th anniversary merch for a whole year. So maybe they're going to do something like that with Stitch. Maybe that's why they started releasing Stitch items this year, and then they're going to continue next year with the anniversary. That could be it. As far as Beauty and the Beast, I don't know what they're waiting for. Like you said, the only thing that I can think of is that maybe towards the end of the year when the Disney Castle Collection items drop for Beauty and the Beast. Maybe they'll do like a mass drop of Beauty and the Beast items around that time. Maybe they're waiting to time it all together towards the end of the year. You know what? I forget what month Beauty and the Beast actually came out. I'm going to do a quick Google search right now. Beauty and the Beast. Let's see. Because if it came out towards the end of the year, maybe Let's see, 1991.
March.
What?
Never mind. That was the other live action. I was looking it up. It's March.
Okay, so it says it came out, according to IMDb, November 22nd. So
Ooh.
if they maybe they're waiting to do like a mass drop of items towards the actual anniversary, like around November or December. I mean, if that's the case,
Possibly.
yeah, if that's the case, then it makes sense. But we'll see what happens. I'm definitely like anxiously waiting. And then the last pin we're gonna see this month from Loungefly will be on May 25th, and it's Ratatouille. So looks like it's another moving pin. I like this pin. I'm not a Ratatouille collector, but I think Remy looks adorable, and I like when they use the actual animation style
Yeah.
of a movie. And I feel like you don't see a whole lot of Remy and Ratatouille pins out there. And this is actually great. I mean, the Ratatouille ride is opening, I believe, is October 1st, also in Epcot. So that's another like nice pin to have. What do you think about that one?
They're all cute. I do like Ratatouille. Ratatouille does have, that very adorableness, like, because he doesn't even have any lines, right? Like, he doesn't talk. So it's such a crazy thing that there's a character that, doesn't really talk, and yet everybody's in love with him. But you're right. I don't see much merch of him, so I'm happy that they made it into a pin. But mind you, I'm not getting any of them this month. Thank goodness. 'Cause every month was killing me.
Yeah, I just need Beauty and the Beast. Luckily, Blanchfly hasn't really been releasing a lot of pins that I of fandoms that I collect. But another thing that I wanted to talk about real quick, as we, I feel like the end of the hour always goes by. We always approach the hour so quickly on the screen. But another thing that we got notice on is that on May 22nd, we're going to have another mystery key set.
No,
Looks like this is
stop
gonna
it,
be
Disney.
look at this is gonna be Marvel. It's gonna be the heroic collectible keys. So I see Captain America in there. Is that the second one supposed to be Black Widow? I can't really tell.
Yeah, so it's Sword, Black Widow, Captain America, and the last one is oh my god, what's her name? It's Thor's friend.
Who's friend?
Thor's.
Oh my god, at first I thought you said Dora, and I'm like, Dora the Explorer?
No.
Dora?
Thor's.
I want to know. The Valkyrie?
Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like.
Hey, John Surfbomb. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not a huge Marvel collector. I do like Marvel, so I don't think I will be getting these keys either. Again, I'm becoming really picky with the keys that I do get. So
I am definitely am.
Marvel or picky?
No, Marvel.
So are you gonna be getting these keys?
Yeah, I mean,
look at you.
I know I'm trying not to, but it is interesting. I'm trying to see. No, that's not Black Widow. That's Wanda.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like the centerpiece is
the little
crown.
the little headpiece. Okay.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why would they make another Black Widow key? That makes no sense.
True.
And then I realized that shape is not the same design, and something's weird about it, and it's Wanda's crown.
All right, sounds like you definitely need this one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So there you go, guys. More keys coming out. I know there's going to be a lot more keys coming, and that's why I'm trying to be really picky, because I also collect pins and stuff like that. So I can't really like keep up breaking the bank with just like keys of like stuff that I actually don't really collect. Now something else that we just got like a heads up on, I think that we found out about this on Wednesday, is that this pop right here is coming to Shop Disney.
Yep, that was first rumored when that came out for a convention. It was right afterwards. I guess everybody was like getting mad because they didn't really had a good chance to get in the glow in the dark version from the Emerald City Comic Con. So it was like right after the convention dropped, that was rumored to come out as a non-glow for Disney parks, and there it is.
So this is going to be a non-glow version, or do you think they're going to do some?
No, non-glow. It's going to be non-glow. The glow version was just an exclusive for the convention there, which is pretty cool, I guess, because listen, I think the glow in the dark is way overhyped, because glow in the dark doesn't really stay glow. Like, you can literally be in a room with lights on and turn off the lights. They don't glow that vibrant. For some reason, Funko Pops are not that great. And the only way to really, really make it glow, if you were to have it underneath a black light and then turn it off. And that literally is a waste of time. Unless you have a certain display to have them glow in the dark, then it'll kind of have some glow. But this alone, it's white. The skeleton is white. It has a lot of different colors that you can play off. So if you were to have it underneath one of those strip LED black lights, it's possibly going to have almost the same type of effect. So I'm more than happy to have a version of it than not having it at all. So I'm glad that Disney decided to release this at the Disney parks, and it's okay. I don't need the glow in the dark one.
You know what? I love the way you think. And for all of us that were bummed that we didn't get the glow in the dark version from the Funko shop, like what you said is so smart and so true that if you were to put this under a certain kind of light, then it might still look as if it was glowing. And I totally agree with you.
Yeah, if you look at a recent video from the Funko shop, we did, I know it's kind of long, it's like 23 minutes, but we had a lot of stuff. There's a lot of glow-in-the-dark pops that we had there. You're going to see when the pop is on a turntable, I had to redo it over and over again for the glow to translate well on camera, and literally that's a waste of time. Like I don't necessarily understand why the glow on the pop figures are not as great as like a sticker, like literally a sticker that are glow in the dark. You have it underneath the light, you leave the room, you turn off the lights, and you can see it across the room. So I wish the pops have that same effect, but they don't.
Now, how much do you think this is going to be? Do you think it's going to be like a $20 pop?
I believe it will be
$30 pop?
I think it would be like about $24.99. I feel possibly 30, because you know how expensive it is in the Disney parks. Well, actually, you're right. So in the Disney parks, it'd probably be more expensive. I think the Alice one that was in the teacup was, if I'm mistaken, I think it was $50 or close to 50, like 45.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I think it was like $44.99. I may be mistaken, so don't quote me. But I would originally price this as a normal pop, $24.99, because usually that's 6 cents how much they cost. For a Disney parks, I would range it from possibly 35 to 45.
Do you know how much the shop exclusive was, the glow in the dark one?
I don't recall. I think it was $24.99, but I don't remember. I didn't even get the opportunity to even see it because it was like sold out by the time we got into the convention. The online, it like literally was said, all it said was sold out, so I didn't even get to see how much it was.
Well, we are gonna have time to find out tonight, because pops tend to, unless Disney specifies a drop time, they tend to drop at midnight. California, 3 a.m. Eastern, so Florida, Jersey time. So since they haven't really said it's gonna drop at 10 a.m., I'm assuming it's gonna drop at midnight tonight. That's typically how it goes with the pops. So we'll find out tonight. And yes, these Disney Parks exclusive pops, they tend to be a little pricier than if you were to go, let's say, to like Hot Topic or Box Lunch to get pop. So I'm thinking that if this one doesn't glow in the dark, it'll probably be like $19.99. So we'll see. Are you looking up the price on the glow one? I know. So I can see Christian, like his little image underneath on my end, and I see him like doing some research, and I'm like, "Are you looking the price?"
I'm trying.
But yeah, so this should drop tonight. So are any of you guys in the chat gonna try to get this pop tonight? I'm definitely gonna try, just because I think it's a really cute one, and it's just different, you know. And I love that it has all like the skeleton kind of like on top of the treasure, right? The gold and like the gems, and I think this is gonna look really, really,
yeah.
really
As much as I do fancy it, I do want it. I'm not a huge big Pirates of the Caribbean collector. I did want it originally, but I feel like this is one of those pops that the moment that it drops, it's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah,
like people are gonna want to get it, but it's eventually will like restock and not sell as quickly. So I feel like by then I possibly would get it. Look how I literally thought that Alice was gonna sell out, and I think they had sold out a few times, and then out of nowhere it stayed in the Disney parks, and now it went to the character warehouse. So they overly produced that. Same thing happened to Madame Leota with the Haunted Mansion. That was selling out. It was a glow in the dark exclusive to parks, and it was constantly selling out. And there was post after post after post of people keeping an eye, especially on the pin trading store, because they had it there in Disney Springs.
Yeah,
and they were always restocking it randomly, and people were keeping an eye on it. Eventually, it just didn't sell anymore because the hype was gone, and I think those who really wanted it already got it. So this is possibly going to be happening the same thing, and you never know. I might end up picking it up at the character warehouse.
Well, that's true, but you know what? I remember the hype with the Haunted Mansion pops because these pops all dropped when it was like the 50th anniversary of Haunted Mansion,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember getting the Glow Madame Leota, but I also got the regular version of it, and I remember also getting the Ezra in the buggy. Now that pop doesn't really do anything, but it was $40.
I think it was worth it though.
Yeah, I mean, I do like it. I have it like here with me. Let me see if I can move my display around a little bit so I can kind of show it.
I need to get the rest of the Haunted Mansion ones. The other ones that are glow in dark that are more older, I don't remember exactly what year, but it's like now valued to like $300 or something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
it's Gus or something. Like I forgot which one it is. Ezra. Certain ones that they're like 4-inch pops that are glow in the dark. It's like
okay.
almost looking.
I know that they had the big pops and they had like an Astro one. There was like a Target one. So I have that one. It's actually like up there. But this is the pop that I was telling you about. So I was super excited to get this one.
You don't want it.
Huh?
You don't want it. You have our PO box, right?
I love this one. I think it looks so cool. And then this one was $40. It was $40. So I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
So it's probably going to be the same price, $40, because
You think so?
the other one's going to be in that size of a box.
Okay. Oop, here. I
Yeah.
think that this is when pops started becoming more popular in Disney World. Because before I didn't remember having being such a like hype around the pops. But anyway, I mean the pops didn't become super popular until like a few years ago, right?
Yeah, it's been around. I think the first time that they started making pops was 2011, if I'm mistaken. I'm sorry. But it started picking up more hype the past like 3 years.
Okay.
And especially with the pandemic, it got a lot more crazier.
Yeah, I can imagine. But talking about crazy and about changes, and so Michael agrees, most likely $40. Ooh, that's expensive. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be 40, but if it's 40, I might still get it because I really do like it. But this is what happens. This is why we have pins selling for $2,000 because of people like me. They'll be like, oh, $40 for pop. It's expensive, but I'll still get it. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about, so Christian and I were talking about this backstage a little bit. So this just got announced, I want to say on Friday. So Disney is not doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for 2021, but they are doing the Disney After Hours Boo Bash. So this is actually going to be, I guess, similar to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, where, it just happens on select nights. The Boo Bash is going to be from August 10th through October 31st. But unlike Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, where you were able to go into the park after 4 o'clock, this event is going to take place from 9 to midnight. So it's only going to be 3 hours. I feel like with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you really got your money's worth from the ticket because you could just show up at the park if you had a ticket for the party. Now, the ticket for the party is separate from your entrance to the park. But I feel like with Mickey's Not So Scary, again, you did get the best value for it because you can go in at 4, you're there until midnight, you pretty much still have 8 hours to yourself, and you get all the exclusive merch. The park is not as crowded because it's only a limited amount of people that will be there. So with that, you get a better deal. But I guess the Boo Bash is better than no Halloween party at all. So this is only going to be a party that's good for 3 hours, only on select nights. This is going to be similar to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, where you're going to get, Halloween themed cavalcades. You're going to see the characters throughout the park. Typically for parties like this, you get characters that don't typically show up, they don't typically show up. For example, we went to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I think it was in 2018, and you can get a picture with all the 7 dwarfs together. So you typically don't see them all together. And they have other characters like Jack Skellington and things like that. So that's, another one of the cool things that you get to see some characters you typically don't see around the park. The Cadaver Dance will be performing. There's, special decor for the Halloween party. There's, they have like treat stops, which is they do during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So, I mean, I guess some kind of party is better than no party.
So what's the
What
difference between this and the Not So Scary? Because I've never been to the other one.
So, this is, I guess, something new. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, you were actually able to get into the park at 4 o'clock, and you did not need a park ticket, because if you had the ticket for the party, you could just show up at 4. They would validate your ticket. You get a special wristband, and you were allowed to go into the park and go on the rides and things like that. I want to say the party actually started around like 7, but you were able to go in early at 4 o'clock. So the park closes early the days that they have these type of parties, so that the people that are left at the parks are very limited and are only people that paid for the party, which is an after hours type of party. So with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, you could actually have like photo sessions with the characters, but now with COVID, the article said, I kind of did a copy paste from like their article, but they said you were going to see character sightings throughout the park. So I'm assuming you'll be like they do it right now, where you basically would take a picture and the character is like 10 feet behind you, you know?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they'll do something like that. Typically with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, there's exclusive merchandise for the party. I don't know if they're going to do exclusive merch for the Boo Bash. They might do something, but I don't know a whole lot about it except for this. But I mean, I guess something is better than nothing, right? So again, with the Boo Bash, it's only 3 hours. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, you really get 8 hours to yourself. So you can really make the best of it. Typically during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, they also have like special like desserts and just treats that they make just during the party. Like last year, not last year, but the year, was it last year? The year before, they had like a cake that looked like the bride from Haunted Mansion, like the wedding cake with like an axe on it, and that was like a special like dessert you could get during the party. So things like that. I don't know if they'll have like again special desserts for this party or special merchandise for the party, but at least looks like you still get the candy stop. So in Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, when you go, they have these like stops where you can go with like a bag and they'll give you candy. So it looks like they'll still do it for this, but yeah, so it looks like this is just kind of like a small version of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Hopefully I can get to go to one of them. I've never been to the Not So Scary one, and I was kind of hoping this year, but with the whole pandemic, everything has changed. But I eventually would like to get the annual pass and as well go to the Not So Scary.
Yeah, so the Not So Scary Halloween party, just like the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas parties, they are separate ticketed events. So you still have to get your ticket to go to the party. So they're not included with your annual pass.
No, but I want everything. I wanted to have the full experience this year now that I'm living in Orlando.
That's true.
So sadly, no.
Oh, hey, Eric. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Travis says, glad they're doing something this year. I know it's not like their regular party, but nice to see something. I agree. Because last year they didn't do it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they did have all the merchandise ready for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, the Very Merry Christmas party, but because it didn't have the parties, all those items ended up at Character Warehouse. So I don't know if they'll have special merchandise for the Boo Bash, but like you said, it's better to have something than nothing, right? Good morning, the Pin guys. Thanks so much for joining us. So we have this. So I'm excited for the Boo Bash. Dirk and I were talking about possibly going and maybe checking it out. Now, Magic Kingdom's 50th is on October the 1st. We have one more ticket left for Disney, and we were trying to reserve that day, but everything is booked. I can't get a park day for October 1st. I cannot go to Magic Kingdom, and I cannot go to Epcot because that's also when Ratatouille opens. So those 2 days are sold out. I know. So I told her that I'm still going to try and check every day to see if there's any park availability for October the 1st, whether it is for Magic Kingdom or Epcot. So we will see. If not, then we might try to go on October 2nd and just kind of see what's left from the 50th anniversary merch, and see if we can check out Ratatouille. Because October 1st is the Friday. So if not, we'll try to go Saturday. We will see.
May the October be with you.
I know, right? Oh my goodness. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about real quick is that we are now celebrating halfway through Halloween.
It's coming.
It is coming. Oh my goodness. So on Friday, when Disney started, released the news about the Boo Bash, they also had an article about like hashtag halfway to Halloween. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Travis has to keep trying. I'm checking every day. Nothing so far for me as well. Wait, are you going to do what? So we don't know yet. We're kind of like in talks to possibly go in October, because my brother's getting married in November, so we need to go to Puerto Rico in November for that. So we are trying to do another trip. We were kind of waiting to hear what's going to happen with the pin trading event, see if Disney's going to do an in-person one, because that's really going to determine when we go back to Disney. But if Disney is going to do another virtual event, then we might just go in October to try to get some merch from the 50th anniversary and check out Ratatouille and all that good stuff. Alrighty, yep, October 1st. Oh, she said I'll be there in November. So we'll see. We're still trying to figure it out. So going back to here, halfway to Halloween happenings at home and at Disney Park. So Disney released this article on Disney Parks blog, and they were just talking about the Boo Bash, which we just talked about briefly a couple of minutes ago. But let me see if I can find the merch. Here we go. This is a kind of like a sneak peek of some of the things that are going to be coming out for Halloween. Now, a lot of these items are going to be released in between June and July, and I love that Disney starts celebrating Halloween early. So let's see here. We're going to have some new like Nuimo's collections. Cute, right?
Yes.
So yeah, it looks like they're coming in early June to shop Disney and some Disney stores and then Disney parks around the world. So there you go. Some new Nuimo's merch there too. And then some like more like Halloween-y type outfits and things like that. And then coming in late July, you're also gonna get some like jackets and like shorts, and I believe these are Loungefly bags and a new like Haunted Mansion mini ears. So I have a lot of like Halloween merch coming out, and I believe these are just like stuff that you can get right now, like Jack Skellington merchandise. But this would be some of like the newer things that we would be getting in between June and July. So definitely makes me super excited for Halloween. No, I don't have Patreon yet. Eric, we'll see. I'm super excited that I just reached 2,000 today. I'm like, whoa, squirrel, what? So little by little, but hopefully maybe that's something that I'll start doing soon. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. But like I said earlier, I do have a poll on my community tab on YouTube regarding a 2K giveaway. So definitely cast in your votes.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin. Good morning. So Christian, what do you think about all the Halloween merch? Halloween kind of early, hashtag halfway to Halloween.
I mean, I'm already overwhelmed with everything else that's been coming out with, but yeah, why not just give me Halloween? Throw some Christmas on there. But no, they're cute. I do like them, but I am gonna hold off. I think the only thing that really was really appealing to me was the outfit that you showed earlier with neon purple and green. But I think I'm still holding off. I think there will be a lot more to come getting closer to Halloween.
I agree. And Travis says, speaking of Loungefly bags, if anyone sees the Goofy movie backpack from Box Lunch, let me know. I am looking for one.
Oh, I'll let you know, because I kind of wanted one and I was holding off on it. I just didn't think that it was going to be that popular, and everybody's going crazy for it.
Yeah, it's crazy because I mean, I didn't even think that there were so many fans of the Goofy movie. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's definitely interesting, but let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. And yeah, I think with that said, we are at the end of the hour. I think we covered all the news that we could from like the last couple of weeks. I know,
It's so sad.
I know.
You can actually see the Star Wars side now.
Oh, let me make you full screen. Let's see. Oh, I
Ooh.
like the and Simpsons too.
Yeah, this is like the Disney Plus room, if you want to say. It just has everything that's not really Disney, but you can still find it on Disney Plus.
Oh, I love
See?
it. Oh.
Yeah. My launch. Well, it's not really launch my Funko Pop. That's my launch. Well, that's another Funko Pop. Never mind. Funko bag. That's what I meant. Funko bag.
Oh, I love it. And I also see your display board in the back with all the stickers in there.
Yes, you're on there.
Oh,
I don't know where.
yay.
There you are, right there. That's one of them, and then the
Yay.
other one is like there.
Oh, you're good. I was like, oh my gosh. Well, since I have you full screen, Christian, what do you have coming up in your channel?
So we do have a live tomorrow that's actually not on our channel. It will be on our partnership channel with Juliana from Kiki Mom Bear, and we're having a special guest on there. So catch us on her live or her channel on for the live. It's for Kiki and the Dorks, and then we'll go live on our channel on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, which we just tend to just hang out for like an hour and then talk about random stuff that's been going on. And we also are dropping a video throughout the week. Not too quite sure about today, but for sure tomorrow there'll be a video. If you guys have not seen, we did one for the Funko shop, like a whole bunch of Funko stuff that we've gotten from the Funko shop. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, that's pretty long. So that's enough for a few days if you guys want to do it in different segments. And so we are going to do more launch fly this week because there are 2 bags that we want to showcase. And as well, we have more of different exclusives that we've gotten from Hot Topic, Box Lunch, and I think that's about it. Or Target. So this week we're dropping the rest of the videos we've been holding off on.
Yay! So real quick, Pin Guy says, maybe you already talked about this. Did you see the new Small World Pops coming?
Yes, and I'm not a big fan of It's a Small World after all. No. The Small World is pretty cute. I really, really do like the other ones from the different like Disneyland, but not from Disney World in Orlando. That one kind of creeps me out. So I'm not a big fan of them, but they do look cute, and I do like the colors and the design behind it, especially the other merch has been coming out, and I believe they also released Wishables this year. So the Pops are something that I'm thinking about, but I'm not going to seek them out.
All right. Yeah, so I don't think I'll be collecting those either, just because I'm not like big into Small World. I think it's cute, and depending on how you look at it, like Christian said, it might be a little creepy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still think it's a really cute ride, and a lot of the merchandise, it looks really cute. But as far as what I have coming up in my channel, so I do have again that poll for a 2K giveaway. So once we have enough votes, then it will make an actual announcement for the giveaway. And I do have a couple videos coming up in my channel this week. I just don't know exactly which ones are going to drop just yet. So I typically drop videos Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays at 7 a.m., Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. I think that's pretty much it. And then, as usual, Christian, thank you so much for being here. And
We're
Michael,
a permanent residence here.
I know, I know. Even Michael, who's in the chat. So Christian and Michael kind of like indirectly. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. The Pin Guys, Caitlin, Travis, Eric, Mary, Michael, John Surfbomb. I know that Jody and Laura were here earlier. Zach, Clarissa, Christian's mom. Thank you, Zach. Dessert Dream. Thank you. Dominic, yes, Dominic, thanks so much for being here, and tell Carrie that we say hi. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here again. Our little Sunday morning family, and then we'll be back next Sunday for another episode of Disney Collectibles Sundays, talking about merch and how to spend your Disney money.
Yes, and happy Mother's Day to all mothers, pets, and human mothers. So I'm a pet father, but I still, you know what? I'm technically playing both roles. So
I agree. So Happy Mother's Day, everybody, whether you're a pet mama or a human baby mama,
Luna.
yeah, Luna, she is in her crate right now. We need to take her out because they're still painting, and then I'm here. So I'll be taking her out, and you can doggy sit anytime.
I mean, I'll be there.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, with that said, guys, happy Sunday, and we will see you guys next Sunday.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.